And what you're looking for is an attempt to take prices out rather than this sort of two-way, little bit of buy and little bit of selling. You want to see a more solid sell, so they actually sell it into the price. There you get 20 lots in, but you still keep getting these 14s or low, teens again. 14 comes up, taken. Now you start seeing that they sell it straight into the price. The offers start coming down. You see these 50s coming in. 50s are following it down now. You see the amount traded is increasing. This is what you want to see for the breaks. And now you're in. Now you're thinking, right, I'm not getting out until we get through 43s here. See, even when you get a little uptick, it's very quickly snapped back and the selling comes back in. You see it now picking up pace. And this is where if you're in, you can sit there feeling quite comfortable that this should now go and try and take this low out. We traded 45s and had a quick bounce up. And now we take that offered, don't even get the fill, and now straight through 43s, down to 38s. So nice and fast down there. And watch out for the way it keeps testing 38 here and continues to get a bid back up. See, there we go, another bid back up. What we've now built is this little low volume area between 42s and 44s. So that straight away you can start thinking, well, if this is going to continue, this is the area that I'm now interested in selling. Not only is it low volume, it's also, it's also the lows of the previous day. So you can be quite quick to start thinking, well, I could start selling it here really from 41s, but certainly with stops up above 45 area, that's where you'd want your stops, somewhere above 45, if you're playing that continuation. Now, what we've got is this continual attempt at 38. So 38 is clearly becoming quite an important area. We're through 38 now. So now we're looking for a little bit more selling to come in, very similar to the way we came through 51. Here we go. Now we've gone again, down to 34s. That was quite a quick flick as well. So you've got possibility you might want to get out. The 34 is not really giving you too much. However, it was the VPOC of that old weekly area. So 37s was, so that explains why 37, 38 was so important. Down to 34s, we're now starting to struggle. So in terms of continuation, now you're starting to think about, okay, well, where can I get in for a continuation move? This is the first breakout part of it. We're then looking for continuation down. So you're now looking for your entries to get on the next move. We've already got them lined up here. Little bit aggressive going from 40s. Really you've still got, that's your real point of low volume, 42.5 to 43. So that's really where you should be. I think these two offers here at 40, 40.5, perhaps a little bit too aggressive. So what we're watching for is once we get back through 38, the buying that comes through 38, remember 38 was quite an important area. The buying that comes through that, where does it slow down? And that's what's going to give you your in. So it's starting to drift back up now. And this is also something that's very important if you are trying to hold on to a trade. Understanding what happens when you're in a trade. A lot of people jump on trades and think, right, yes, short through 51, we've gone through 43, this is now just going to drop, this is going to be great. I'm just going to sit there and it's just going to shoot down and we're going to trade down to the 90s. The thing is, once the trade's got through its first areas, we now need to find more sellers. And so for that reason, we've got to wait a bit. And you can then start accepting that this is likely to be a slightly slower move. You see we get a little bit of absorption 39s. There's definitely a willingness to sell. So 39s is now quite important. If we can get short, you need it through 39 on the way back down. We've now got a bit of size coming in as well. So that's helping us out a little bit. So you've either got a trade whereby you sell ahead of the size, or you wait for it to trade out, and if it comes back through 41.5, there you've got your sell. So back up we go, 39.5s, 40s trades. You see these moves very, very slow on that pullback. And this is what makes it tricky. Now you're starting thinking, well, I've missed it. But 36 holds. And this is where you have to be patient. You may well miss it on other occasions. And you just have to accept that you can't be in every move. If you're already short, then great. That's kind of helping you out a little bit. But really, if you are short and thinking this is continuation, your stop should be up here. It's all down to what you're really expecting out of this trade. If you got short and we're happy with that flush down, that's fine, nothing wrong with that. So that 500 gets filled, trade back below, and we have another go at selling it again. Now this is where you've got to remember where your stop is. That's too close to stop, 42s. You've still got that LBN up towards 43s. So you now flick it, trade a little bit into it. Now, yeah, it's still the area where the lowest volume is traded, even if we trade into a little bit. So you have to accept possibility of a small trade in, particularly as you're looking at previous lows coming at 43. So your stop's got to be above 43s. Now, what you're looking for, you see how it's 43s keep getting absorbed. It goes bid, it goes bid, it goes bid, but every time it goes bid, it's just straight back on the offer. You don't get a continued bid. Whereas now, it starts to then turn straight over. You don't, even if bid comes back up, we can't get back to 43s. And again, manages to take it back offered. So what's happened here is that buying has started to run out. It had a go at 43. Someone kept coming back, sold it, sold it, sold it, sold it, and then no one continued that buying. That was your clue. That was where you could start thinking, okay, we've failed now to the upside. It can't actually run any further. Whoops. We're back to the beginning, unfortunately, now. You're thinking, right, we can't actually go any further than this. The buying that's brought us back is being absorbed, it's slowing down, there's no more buying at that point. You can then get on your short. That's where you can start thinking, right, maybe we pick up a bit of speed. Back through 38s, you get that pick up of speed. We actually hold 38s on further pullbacks, and then we continue that move lower. So little look at how to play, first up the trigger, but also the absorption as we come back in the euro. So one to watch out for in future, and one to think about in terms of how you stay in when it is doing that slow pit of the move as it comes back. You have to accept that if you are looking for these much larger moves.